One of the first things he taught me was, man ka ho to acha, na ho to zyada acha. If things happen according to how you wish, that's good. But if they don't, that's even better. And I could never understand that. And when I asked him, he said, if they're not happening according to your wish, they're happening according to the wish of some divine force. And that divine force will never think ill about you. So you have to respect that as being better. So if things worked, I said, fine. If they didn't, I felt that there was some kind of divine force or divinity that didn't want me to do that, and perhaps wait for another opportunity.
The child is the dream of its parent, a dream that the parent lives. If you want to learn how to live your dream, just watch your parents, see how it works for them. Well, that's how it works for all of us. With caring, with passion, with resolve, with commitment, and with determination. That's the easy part. The tough one comes later. The tough part is when you and your dream cannot be distinguished. When you become the dream of not just your parents or yourself, but a point in the journey where you become the dream of a nation, when you become the dream of the choices you made, when your vision echoes in millions of resonating voices across the world, from where there is no looking back, you are the dream. Today, as you stand on this formative threshold from where you look forward to making those dreams come alive, your parents look upon you with prayers, your teachers look up to you with pride, and the nation looks up to you with hope. That is the strength, the power of a dream. And today it is yours. Grab it with all your courage and make it happen. There can be times when it will be or feel impossible to perform. It may feel like a fairy tale. No one said that life is easy. But never be shaken by its adversities. A dream, a vision is not an intangible, unreal, imaginary piece of fiction. A dream has hands, it has feet, it has a body. Your hands, your feet, your body. The dream is you, and you are the dream. May the two always remain united in spirit. And if that means a struggle, if that means a fight to finish, so be it. It's not about winning or losing. It's about living a life. If I had been a sportsman, a boxer, athlete, hockey player, cricketer, if I had joined the army, the navy, and the air force, if I had been anything else other than an actor, my parents would still have been happy because I was their dream, no matter what I myself was dreaming to be. Gandhiji said, and the speaker here, the head boys talked about change. He said, be the change that you wish to see in the world. If I were to add my feelings to it, I'd say, be the dream that you wish to see in the world.
When I was struggling a lot in those times, I said, बड़ा संघर्ष है जीवन में. So he said, जब तक जीवन है, तब तक संघर्ष है. I used to tell him, life is a struggle. And he used to say, so long as there is life, there is going to be struggle. I think if we accept this factor, that your life is never going to be easy, something or the other is going to happen. So rather than sit in some kind of despondency on that and be aware that tomorrow is another challenge, is another day, which could turn out to be profitable, which may not, but eventually there will be another day when you can start trying all over again. I look for challenges even today, and even as I sit here, I hope that tomorrow, as I start a new film, I will be able to look at it as a challenge. I'm still very nervous when I go there. I feel that every new opportunity that comes my way needs to be looked at as that one door that will open something which perhaps will stop me from being bankrupt again and stop me from getting back into that situation where I had to plead against all my debtors to save me from this situation. And that's how I look at it every day. I hope that I can continue doing that because I don't want this sword, this Damocles sword hanging on my head, and therefore I continue working so long as I can. But yes, in the back of my mind, there will be those ugly moments that plagued me, and the fear of them recurring again is perhaps what drives me every day.
We all go through ups and downs in life, everyone will. And I don't know how everyone will get through it. I don't have a formula. I think everyone has their limitations and they have their aspirations of how they can get over it. All I can say is just keep trying. You have to just keep trying and work at it. Keep pushing yourself and hope that, time will pass, things will change. Put a little foot in the door of opportunity and hope that that door will open one day. That's all I can say. There have been many challenges for me, not just professionally, but also medically. But I really don't know what formula my system was using to come out with an appropriate answer. I just felt that I shouldn't give up.
So there were about 90 crore rupees to be paid back. There were about 55 legal cases that were
55?
Yeah. And there were creditors on the door every day. Very embarrassing, very humiliating. People whom who had wanted access to AB Corp or access to meeting me, and who were kind of excited by the fact that they were associating themselves with the company and with me and Jaya, suddenly changed their expressions on their faces, became very hostile, became very humiliating and rude. The media, obviously, picking up facts and adding that bit. So all in all, not a very good picture.
That's ABCL. But your own career also during that period effectively went to the toilet, no?
I think things happen collectively. I think when you go wrong in one department, then everything else crashes all around you. People lose faith in you. People don't want to see your face anymore. People think you're not an actor. People think that the films you're making are not worth seeing. People think that the way you dress, the way you look is not correct. Everything goes wrong because something has gone wrong in your life, and everyone wants to then say, it's over for you. Let's bury this guy, give him a good epithet, and that's it. So that's how bad it was.
How many films did you have on hand at that low phase?
I had no films.
None at all?
No. And I had no money, and I was bankrupt. And I had debts of 90 crores, which were really belonging to the company.
Did you see a way out?
No way out at all.
And how did something like Mohabbatein happen? Because that's what, the first film you saw during that bad period.
I got up at 4 one morning, and I went to my office and I sat on my desk. And I said, what is it that I can do best? And I felt that I could act. So I thought that I must get back to acting. And I walked across to my dear friend, Mr. Yash Chopra, who lives just behind my house. And I said, I'm out of job.
Early in the morning?
Yeah. And I'm out of job. Give me a job. And he, within a minute, said, I have a film called Mohabbatein, and we have a role for you. And would you work in it? I said, fine. And that's how things started.
What I have experienced is that never allow criticism to get you down. In our profession, this happens quite often. And we've always been advised that if you are criticized, then it's best to acknowledge it, accept it, and work so that you can destroy it later on. Many a times there have been occasions when there have been some nastiness expressed by certain sections of society, and I'm not using the other word because we are at their function here today. And I've actually made cuttings of that and put it in front of my table and said, one day I'm going to disprove you, and fortunately that has happened. So never ever put any kind of negativity and be suppressed or oppressed by it, because that is your provocation, your incentive to fight to disprove them.
I've always believed that one must harness the power of dignity through training of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Another word for this training is called discipline. I didn't always like to agree with the routine of boarding school and the rules, but afterwards I can tell you, I really appreciated the fact that had it not been for its initially imposed regimen, I could not have learned to harness the power of my own dignity for myself. The boxing ring in my school was a compulsory activity. Everybody in school had to enter the boxing ring and fight. It's now probably a long abolished practice because of its barbaric practice. But to me, it was a great tutor in this regard. You will have any amount of support from outside the ropes, but inside, you're on your own. Similarly, in life beyond, you may have a die-hard corps of cheering fans, and also perhaps those that jeer at you, criticize you, abuse you, in contempt. But at the end of the day, you must engage life alone.